Hello, welcome to GottaBeReel movie reviews with Thommi and Jules. And right now we're reviewing Ready or Not. It came out in 2019, so it's kind of a classic because it's a little older, but not really a classic because
not a classic.
But it was
interesting.
It is fascinating. It's rated R. It's 1 hour and 35 minutes long because it's more of like a thriller.
I guess it is. I don't even know. Do they label it a horror, or to me it's a horror thriller? You know, kind of that middle ground where you can't quite just place it in one place.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
So this stars Samara Weaving as Grace.
Hey, Samara Weaving, who also looks like Margot Robbie, who also looks like Jamie Presley. They all look alike, and somebody actually put together a collage.
They're like
and there's one more person, but I forgot her name. But you would think they were sisters. I mean, especially Margot and Jamie Presley. You're like, oh my God. When I say all of their facial features are exactly the same.
Somebody should cast them in a movie where they either play sisters or twins or triplets or something.
Evil.
That would be dope. So casting directors, writers, or maybe we should write a movie. We should write a movie and try to shop it and get them in it.
Yeah, let's pitch it. Yeah.
Guess what movie she was in?
What?
3 Billboards Outside of...
See, I love... You don't like saying that because it's a long-ass title, but 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I liked Frances McDormand's performance in that movie. Was phenomenal to me. I liked that movie a lot, but I'm trying to remember where she was at in that movie.
I don't know, but it says she was in it. Okay, we got Mark O'Brien plays Alex. He was in Bad Times at El Royale.
I like that one.
Adam Brody plays Daniel. You remember him from the OC, and Jennifer's Body, which we're also reviewing. So look for that.
Yes.
Henry Czerny plays Tony. You'll know him from Mission Impossible and Supergirl. Andy McDowell, I love her. She plays Becky. You'll know her from Groundhog Day, 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
She's been around forever.
Yeah. She was a model before she became an actress. Yeah.
Okay.
She's a supermodel. Melanie Scrofano as Emily. She was in Saw 6 and RoboCop.
Okay.
The 2014 one. Christian Brune, Fitch. You'll know them from Orphan Black, Snowpiercer, the TV show, Handmaid's Tale.
I watched Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, the new season. I meant to tell you about the new season.
I know. I need to start watching.
I'm trying to figure out where he's at in there, but I'll take a look because that show's great.
Elise Levesque plays Charity. She was in Orphan Black.
Okay.
Nikki Guadagni plays Aunt Helene. She's in Handmaid's Tale.
What is with the Handmaid's Tale? What's going on? Okay.
Yeah, all these people are in it. John Ralston plays Stevens, and you'll know him from Bitten and Degrassi Next Class.
Okay, so there was more than one Degrassi. Okay, so I watched Degrassi High, but then what did they do? Did they go to college or something?
Well, the next class of high school students.
So like Jimmy, who was Drake.
Yeah.
He was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
There was an Anakin, and so all of them are now gone, and this is what the new Degrassi is about. And I think that's a Canadian series.
Canadian. Yeah.
I remember watching it. I kind of got hooked on it, the first one, and I remember seeing Drake.
Yeah.
And I was reading a magazine one time, and they were like, yeah, here are the people who are up-and-coming rappers. And I seen him. I'm like, oh, come on. Another rapper. Little did we know, he blew the F up.
He blew up, Shuated.
Majorly. Because I was like, wow, I remember seeing him in Degrassi. Everybody called him Wheelchair Jimmy. But that was actually a pretty good show. It was very diverse.
He's very talented. That's why his music videos are so good,
wow.
Too. Yeah.
He's an actor. Okay.
All right, so Ready or Not. Whew. As I said, Samara Weaving plays Grace, and Grace just gets married, and her husband tells her, hey, you know, we have this tradition. The whole family gets together, I think at midnight, I think it was, and you have to pull a card from this ancient box, and it's going to be a game.
Ancient box? That's going to spill up in there.
Yeah, whatever card that you pull, we're going to have to play that game. And it turns out to be Ready or Not. So,
she doesn't really know what that is. It seems like a hide and seek.
Yeah, they give her the rules, and she thinks they're joking, but she's like, you have to survive until daylight. And she's like, what do you mean survive? I'm not going to stay in the dark this whole time.
And she's in her dress. It's like,
she's still in her wedding dress.
I got to play a game in my wedding dress. It's hot. It's heavy. Okay. But this is his family. This is their tradition. I'm going to respect it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and have some fun. Even though it sounds kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
But you don't want to disrespect your husband's family. You know, if that's their tradition,
yeah.
Why not have the fun? What's it going to hurt?
So she thinks it's harmless. She's like, okay, I'll play this stupid game, whatever. I'm going to hide. And then she gets kind of tired of hiding. She comes out, and they got weapons.
And she's like, hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all, this is supposed to be a game. What's going on here?
Yeah.
What's going on here? What did I just get married into? Right. Are y'all playing a joke on me? Or?
Yeah, she's looking for a husband as a normal person would. Like, what the F is going on? Why are these people shooting at me? So she has to survive and make it through the night, which is exciting. She's a great actress in this. There's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of things happening.
And they're telling her, this is what gets me. Well, I'm thinking this family is absolutely nutty. If we don't do these killings, we're going to die. Like, we're just going to explode, you know, because whatever demon that they're praising or whatever weirdness that they're worshiping, they're going to kill us. If we don't do this tradition, we have to do it. We have to make the sacrifice.
This is not a spoiler-free review. Because
when we do older movies, we kind of talk a little bit more about things. But you're thinking, this family is nuts. Girl, you should have met his mom and all of them beforehand and spent some time, because this family is crazy talking about they have to do these sacrifices or they're all going to die. Y'all are nutty.
Yeah.
Were they? Well, this is one of those where we could talk about it, but this is one of those things, if you haven't seen it, because it is 2019.
Yeah.
I kind of want it to be a surprise because it blew my mind. Talk about exploding. My head was like this.
Maybe we shouldn't.
I will leave it to you since this is your pick. This is your pick.
Now you kind of said, so.
It made my head explode.
Yeah.
When I see, like, it was good watching the fight, and, you know, some at first not realizing that this is real. They're really killing people. And oops, I accidentally killed my cousin, but she got in the way. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these people? What the? Okay, so you're watching this, and it's like a game of survival, okay?
Some of them didn't practice with the weapons. That's what's wrong. The newer people to the family, they didn't practice.
Well, they probably thought it was not real.
Or they thought that, no, they knew it was real, the newer people in the family, because they had to go through
some of them did it too when they got married.
Some of them got easier games or whatever. Or didn't have to fight, you know.
Because this was probably the worst case scenario that you could have drew. This is like the worst card, short straw that you could have drawn. And you really just don't believe it. You're just watching. It's like, I hope this girl gets away because this family is nutty. And then come the end, my whole head was like,
yeah.
I was literally like this. I'm not kidding. I was like this. What just happened?
Yeah, I was too. Like,
and it's what happens at the end that makes the movie so good and interesting, intriguing. And you're going to want to watch it again because you're really just like, that did not just, no way.
And you're
talking
happened. About people deserving something that happens to them.
Oh, they deserved it, didn't they? Oh, I love their demise. Like almost every single one of them deserved it.
Yeah.
And it was enjoyable. I enjoy good kills when that person deserved it. I'm like, I hope he gets it slow and tortures because he deserved it. Or her, what a little biatch. Oh, she gets it good. Is it bad that I sometimes root for people to be
No, that's
slaughtered?
what they want you to do. That's why they make these movies like that.
Good.
There is an extra scene at the very end. It's super brief.
I don't remember that one. Okay.
It's super brief. It's just the hide and seek song that plays at the end of the credits. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
it. So if you're watching it on DVD or something, you're thinking, is there an extra scene? You're just gonna hear the song at the end of the credits.
Okay. There was something going on with her wedding dress.
There were 17 different versions of Grace's wedding dress that were created by costume designer Avery Plews to show the progress of Grace's night and how her clothes correspond to her attitude
and her fight.
Yeah. Because she rips it at one point because she's in a wedding dress.
Right. She was trying to run.
People. She's
right.
Getting snagged on things. So she had to rip it. Yeah.
I would want to just freaking take the dress off. So I'm sure she's hot as heck.
Yeah.
And it's heavy.
That's
and
what I was thinking too. At one of these points, you're in one of these rooms like,
you can't hide with the dress.
Throwing a suitcase and throwing some jeans. And
yeah. Because your dress is like this. So how am I going to hide in a closet with my dress that fluffy? Mm-hmm. So I got it. I'm like, but again, she's thinking it's just a little innocent game.
at first. She noticed real quick.
Woo.
Samara Weaving had to be taught how to drive, or at least how to look like she's driving.
She never knew how to drive before
I guess
this?
not. Yeah.
Maybe she's rich and had drive. What?
She's from Australia. I don't know.
Still, they drive in Australia.
They do drive in Australia, but that's what I was gonna say. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But maybe
I'm curious.
Maybe the public transportation is so good there, because okay, I have friends from like Florida and stuff, and they take public transportation. It's Johnny on the spot, right? Here, it's like, oh, well, they said they were going to be here at 4:30, and it's really like they don't show up till 5:30.
And you don't know you're going to be late for wherever you're going to.
Yeah, and then there's areas that we don't have public transportation here in the Phoenix metropolitan area. Like there's only one bus that goes all the way out to Buckeye last time I knew, and it's all the way to the town, the old school town of Buckeye, not where everybody is moving to.
So you still got to find another ride from there to wherever you're trying to get to.
Like 20 miles south to get to the bus, the one bus to get to the city.
I wonder if they drive on the other side, because you know how in some countries they drive on the opposite side. I don't know if that makes any difference, but
I think they do.
That's an interesting fact though, that she had to be taught how to drive. Okay.
Yep. Grace's yellow Chuck Taylor sneakers were actually custom painted for the film, as Converse no longer makes that color. So if you love her Chucks in the movie, I'm sorry, you cannot buy them.
You'll have to paint them or find someone who does. I know a couple people who do shoes like that though. They bling them out and all kind of different neat stuff with shoes, and they do that with Crocs too. So
a friend's daughter on Facebook, she posts pictures of her daughters.
They're pretty neat.
She does a great job. A lot of the film was filmed at Casa Loma in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It is a designated heritage property and is a museum that is open to the public. You can take tours of the building and learn about its history. You can even walk through some of the secret passages. Many movies were filmed here, including Crimson Peak in 2015. The Pacifier in 2005, and X-Men in 2000.
I want to go.
I know, because remember she was going through those little hallways, the little back passages. If I ever won the lottery and had enough money to build a house, I'm building some secret passageways and some secret rooms. I'm just doing it.
Do you want to know why that's a bit creepy?
Why?
So I study serial killers.
Yeah.
So H.H. Holmes, who is considered to be America's first serial killer, just based on what we know about him, killed over 200 people. But he built these houses with all these secret doors and passages, sometimes that led absolutely nowhere. He built them to trap people in there because he would make them sign over life insurance policies, murder them, and then collect. He had been doing that for so long, he actually got a taste for killing. He used to take cadavers and trick insurance companies into believing that they were actually people, and he collect the insurance money, and he got a taste for murdering. So he used to make all these he would make his house with all these secret passages, and the reason nobody really knew is because he would hire these contractors. He would hire them, let's say for a week or whatnot, to do this building, fire them, because now the next set of people comes in. They don't really necessarily know what exactly he's building, but he's telling them, here's where you need to pick up, that's what you need to do. So he would keep doing that so nobody knew what he was doing. So when you talk about secret passages, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is H.H. Holmes when he hid all those bodies in there.
But I'm not a serial killer.
Are you? That's what they all say. I don't know. You kind of have the glasses.
These are not serial killer glasses. These are 80s hip hop cool glasses. What are you talking about?
A lot of serial killers were back in the 80s. Okay. That's okay, but if Jules gets a house, just know, don't go past the kitchen if you're not, really, really cool with her. Because
you need to stop reading these things.
I can't help it. I can't help it. But no, my house, so I would have a panic room for sure. I think a panic room would be so cool. Hopefully you never have to use it, but I would definitely have a panic room. Ever since I seen that movie with Jodie Foster, I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. Nobody can get in. You got, have some food in there, non-perishable items and whatnot. But that would be cool to have a panic room. Secret passages, I would probably have maybe from my room to somewhere else, where I kept my jewels.
Secret passage to my panic room.
That, and maybe to like where you keep your jewels and all your fine, jewels from India and from other countries and all that. I would have a secret passage to that, and only certain people would be able to view it. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. But thanks for making me think about H.H. Holmes. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome.
But we should go here. I think we should go here. That would be so fun.
I think we should too.
That would be great. Okay.
I've always wanted to go to Canada. And I hear that the people up there are lovely.
I heard that too, as well. I heard there's a great
nothing but nice things about Canada.
Yep. Same thing I've heard. And I actually know a couple people that live there that used to live in, the U.S. and now they're there and they're not. They said they're not coming back.
They're not coming back. I don't blame them.
They visit and they're not coming back.
Every time I see like something from Canada, like pictures or video or something, it looks beautiful. And then there's lots of cities just like here, of course. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that, like you,
both.
like you're on the moon or something, Canadians. But no, it's nice. So like if you want a big city type feel, boom, there's your big city type feel. If you want a country type feel, you got a country type feel. I mean, just like here.
And I like both. I would like to have a house in the country, I want my little koi pond, and I want to bake a pie, and I want to put it, in the window to cool off like they used to do back in the day.
And you're an actress, and there's so many actors and actresses from Canada. I watch so many shows. Canadian
shows. A lot of them.
Sometimes I'm watching a movie, I'm like, that's not America.
Yeah. Even sometimes you can tell by their speech pattern too.
Oh my gosh. They always slip up. You guys always slip up when you say sorry. Americans say sorry. You guys say sorry. Sorry. You guys always slip up. Even if you're saying sorry. One of those times you slip and say sorry. And I'm like,
It's hard to keep an accent during a movie. So those that can do it are skilled. But it's hard. It can be hard because you might have just done that scene 5 or 6 times and one of them words might slip. So the people who can do it, like Idris Elba, who does an American accent all the time, he's fantastic. There are a lot of them that are fantastic with accents. So I give you props if you're doing movies with accents. You are good.
I'm telling you, I'll be sitting here. I'm like,
you heard that? Listen, you heard. Listen.
This is Canada. They're Canadian. Got him. Got you. Or New Zealand. And so, because you could just tell the way it looks. I'm like, that's
British too.
That's not America. I don't know what it is. Like, what was?
Sometimes you can tell just by the scenery, the buildings and stuff. You can tell that it's in film somewhere
like
else.
The last Chainsaw Massacre one. I was like, that's not America. They're trying to act like that's Texas. That's not Texas.
And I didn't even know that because
Texas.
Well, when they went, it looked like Tombstone to me.
No.
It kind of looked a little bit.
To
like
me,
Tombstone
I was like,
something. I couldn't tell.
I could
not tell.
That is not America. And sure enough, I looked it up, and it was not America.
Which I'm not sure why. I don't know. Maybe it might have been some scheduling conflicts why they couldn't do it here. I don't know.
Or sometimes it's cheaper.
Sometimes, well, you know what? It might have been a case of them getting the tax credit because I don't know if they had the tax credit bill in Canada or not. But we just got
that
it
was
here
not
in
Canada.
Arizona.
I don't think for the Chainsaw Massacre.
No.
But yeah.
I wonder. Well, a lot of that has a lot to do with it. Where you can get the filming locations at, what it's going to cost if you're getting tax dollars back. That's always a bonus for filmmakers. So a lot of it comes in contact, but. Either way it goes, I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing different scenery, different people. And
pretty soon they'll be filming a whole bunch of stuff here in Arizona.
Yes, we have actually come January, they're breaking ground for a couple of studios out here.
Yeah.
So Arizona is going to be booming.
Then I'll really be like,
yeah,
that's familiar.
Yeah, that's in Tempe. I know it out. That's Squaw Peak Mountain. I do, like
it's
we're
not
gonna know
Squaw Peak.
that.
It's Payastoa.
Payastoa. That's
Peak.
right. Payastoa. We gotta recognize and honor her.
Please don't say squaw.
Oh, why? Do people get upset?
It's offensive.
Wow, really?
That's why they changed all the names.
Well, I thought they changed it to honor her, Laura Pastoa.
They chose her name to honor her, but they changed the name Squaw because it's offensive to Native Americans.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, and
So
I'm glad about that.
Please don't use that word.
Lord have mercy, I had no clue. So okay,
you learn something every day.
Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in to our review of Ready or Not. Don't forget, we are on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're also on Cash App if you'd like to make a donation. And don't forget, chat with us. Tell us what you want to see. Doesn't matter what genre it is. Doesn't matter if it's a classic, if it's oldie or goodie. Let us know. We'll shout you out on the show. Also, Phoenix, fearcon.com. Take a look on the website. We've got some great stuff coming up for Halloween. We're going to be doing an event. There's going to be special guests. There's going to be vendors and food and all kind of fun stuff to do. Also, you can get our content on the FearCon network, which is at Connect to Your City Studios. So go to connecttoyourcity.com, look for the FearCon badge, tap it. You're going to see all of our horror content, some of our psych thrillers, as well as other people who have some great content on there. So check it out. Check us out. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.